Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and this time we're going to look at a game called Borderline. This is a game by Sega Gremlin on the Vic Dual hardware, created in 1981. And for its time, it's not bad. It's kind of cool. It's a vertically scrolling shoot 'em up in which you are a military jeep, and you shoot upwards, and there are, I think, like 4 different levels you go through. There are enemy tanks. There are enemy, I'm not sure what the hell they are, that fly off the walls in the first section. Here's the demo mode. This game only recently got sound samples for it. I've wanted to do this game for a long time. I did see it once in the arcades. I did not get to play it, but this is the first scenario, and you go through this vertically scrolling section, and you don't want to run into the walls, and you don't want to run into those cone-like things that fly off the walls. Not all of them fly off, but some of them do, and you have to watch out for them. You just have to reach the end. And you can slow down by pulling back or down on the joystick. And you'll need to do that once in a while. There are red missiles on the walls too. Those do nothing to you, but they are worth extra points. Those are 300, while these cone things are only 50. But once you get far enough upwards on the screen, you'll be able to advance to the next area. There will be jeeps coming down at you right at the end. You don't have to destroy them all or anything, but there will be these fusion-like symbols that you'll need to destroy. There's those tanks. There's white and blue tanks, and the blue ones are worth more. There's those fusion things. Destroy them all, and you move on to the next section. And here you kind of dig your way through the terrain here. And once you destroy a tank, it will regenerate from one of the openings. Either the left or the right or the top 2 areas there. So you want to not be in the way of the blue tanks that come out of those 2 areas at the top, and you destroy those fusion symbols at the top. And you do the same here, except there's a lot more ways that the enemies can get to you. And those missiles, again, will be worth 300 if you destroy them. Now, the blue tanks fire off these missiles that can go right through your shots. Other enemy shots, like the white tanks shots, they can be shot with your shots. Yeah, once the enemy gets you in their sights, they'll shoot at you. Now here, you have to reach. Oops, crap. There's a fortress with the final fusion icon in the center. And you need to shoot through the blue layer until you can shoot through the to hit the fusion. And that cannon will rotate after a short amount of time. And you don't want it to shoot at you, because it's over if it does. It's gonna nail you. And then you start the whole thing over once you destroy that fusion icon in the center of that fortress. But as the game progresses, note that you got less room to move in this area, and challenges later on will be the tanks will shoot faster, the shots will move quicker, that fortress will rotate its turret around quicker. The point value for the tanks increases as you keep playing through all the levels. But that's really all there is to Borderline. Like I said, I'd seen this once before at an Oregon Coast arcade, and it was playable, but I think I was kind of scared off by it because it was so obscure. Obscure games tended to kind of scare me off. A good strategy is to try to find a way to get all the enemies to go to one side. Whoa. Later on later go-rounds, you're not going to have enough room to win in a close fight with the tanks. They're going to shoot too fast and they're going to nail you easily. But again, once you destroy a tank, it's going to regenerate, so remember that. Those blue tanks are going to regenerate at the top, so you don't want to be near those areas when they're regenerating, because they're going to shoot you right on sight. And don't bother with all these missiles. I mean, yeah, they're 300 points, but oops. Big damn hairy deal. You just want to survive. But yeah, recently a number of Sega Vic Dual games have gotten some sound samples. So look up sound samples if you've wanted to get some Vic Dual sound samples. They don't have Digger yet, I don't think, and I wanted to get that one for a long time, but they do have this one, and they have a Tranquilizer Gun. Those are a couple games I really wanted sound samples for, so I'll be looking to upload some videos of those. Yeah, you're not going to win a close fight with those blue tanks, especially. This is Borderline. I would often think of later on, when the Madonna song Borderline came out, I would often think of this game, and when I'd hear the song, I would or when I would think of the game, I would think of the Madonna song, and vice versa. That's probably my favorite of her songs, actually. That was one of her earlier ones. But look how fast that fortress shoots, and its cannon rotates quickly. So you can't just sit there and keep shooting the wall. You'll have to move away because that turret is going to turn and start shooting at you. You don't get points for digging through the dirt here. Yeah, the tanks will start digging their way through the dirt eventually. And again, the white tanks respawn. Whoops. The white tanks respawn from the left and right, and the blue tanks respawn from the two areas at the top. That is Borderline by Sega Gremlin. And it was really Sega's game. I mean, Gremlin just got credit with Sega. But they also went by Gremlin Sega, or just Gremlin, or just Sega. But this one was Sega Gremlin. Yeah, I don't know what those cone things are. But this was also created for the SC3000 and the SG1000 home systems. And there's the 45 of Madonna's Borderline. I like that song. But that was Borderline by Sega Gremlin in 1981. This is Crazy Clown Radio saying thanks for watching Borderline by Sega Gremlin. And I will catch you later with another video. Have a good one, folks. Enjoy your weekend and take it easy. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.